Americans are still arguing about, well, everything.
Here to tell us more is our Washington correspondent, Scott Pelley.
Hey there, South Africa.
Is everything in the U.S. still a complete and utter mess?
I'd say that's pretty accurate, yes. There were some extreme political casualties in New Hampshire, with Chris Christie going home to lick his wounds, and probably a few gallons of ice cream, a couple of fried chickens, and maybe 10 large pizzas after he came exactly nowhere. But it was great news for the Republican most people forgot was running or even existed, John Kasich, who stole second while Trump rollicked home to victory.
I won again! Victory for right-thinking Americans.
For right-wing thinking Americans, perhaps.
The best thing about New Hampshire is that any of those losers who got less than 10% lose all their votes to me.
That's weirdly how it works, yes.
So all the pissheads and flaming psychopaths who voted for Christie and Carson actually voted for me.
I'm sure they feel terrible about that.
I don't give a fuck what anyone feels. Feelings are for homos and bleeding women.
Meanwhile, in the Democratic race, Sanders won, as everyone knew he would, making him the first ever Jewish person to win a primary in a U.S. election a week after Cruz became the first ever Latino American to win a primary.
Sure, it's nice. Let him have his moment before I destroy him.
Mrs. Clinton, a lot of people have criticized you for the message you and your supporters spread that all women should vote for you because of your mutual vaginas, and any woman who votes for Sanders is only doing it to get men to sleep with them. Well, it sure worked for Hill last night. Are you saying...
Yes, Scott. I voted for Sanders to get Bill to sleep with me. Don't read anything political into it. It's just a sex game.
I love sex games.
Oh, don't look so scandalized. You have fetishes, don't you, Scott?
Every time I talk to you, another part of my innocence is lost. You forgot me again, Scott.
Mighty careless of you, Scott, forgetting my brother.
Oh, yes, you're still running. If Rubio keeps doing badly and a bunch of guys drop out and all their voters vote for me...
And Ted Cruz suffers a terrible boating accident...
Is that a threat? My brother here was just pontificating. And Trump decides that being president is way too much work and won't leave him enough time for ogling young women, then I could still easily win this thing. Basically, you're saying you could still beat Ben Carson.
Ben Carson couldn't even beat my brother in a thumb war.
I'm great at thumb wars.
Let's show him.
Please don't.
I think I know where to put my thumb.
Be gentle. Will Jeb ever win a primary or a thumb war? Will Biden or Bloomberg enter the race? Does anyone even care about Obama's budget? Is Donald Trump actually an evil dictator alien from another planet? Join us next week for more from Elections 2016.